welcome back to my channel. So today I'm super excited about this video. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your own custom tissue paper. I have two options for you guys on how to make your own custom tissue paper, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it in this video. The reason why I came up with this video idea was because recently I was like, I don't know why, but just randomly in my head I was like, oh my gosh, if I had custom tissue paper, I feel like that would be so cute. It would just bring my packaging up to like another level. Like, I'm always slowly adding or changing things about my packaging, and I felt like, oh, this would be so good. Like, this is the next thing I'm going to do. So I started researching prices on custom tissue paper, and most of the things I've seen is like $3 per sheet of tissue paper. $3?
No ma'am. No ma'am.
I was like, $3 may sound like a little bit, but when you have to package like 5 orders a week and you use 1 sheet of tissue paper per like order, that adds up. $3 of tissue paper, $3 per 1 sheet of tissue paper. Because if I didn't know, I buy my tissue paper from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General, literally only $1, and I get a pack of 6 sheets. I was like, I'm not gonna spend $3 for some tissue paper. No ma'am. I decided to come up with some of my own ways of how to make my custom tissue paper. That's enough said. I'm going to get into the video and show you guys how to do this yourself. The first way I have is to use a stamp. I got this custom stamp made at Zazzle.com. This is just what it looks like. It has my brand name, Love Airy Accessories. And this stamp was $25. That's including shipping and handling and everything. I did have a coupon code. They had some type of sale going on at the time. The $25 includes the stamp. I paid an extra like $5, I think. It was either $3 or $5 to get this handle put on. But I find like if you have like one of those like kind of like this like curtain rod things, but with like the pointy screw, that you can like do it yourself, like make your own little one, but that may be a cheaper option for you if you really want a handle. But that includes like the handle, the stamp, and this little ink pad that I got. They have a bunch of different options of colors of ink pads that you could get from them, but I just got black. And yeah, that's everything that comes with. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I'm going to move over to this table and show you guys how I make my custom tissue paper using this stamp. Alright guys, so we're here over at my desk. I'm sorry this isn't the best angle, but my other tripod is broken, so I have to use this shorter one. Basically what I do is I just push, oh excuse my nails, I just ripped off my acrylic, so that's why they look a little rough. But basically what I do is I just push the stamp down into the ink like this, and then I put it at a slant and I stamp. And I just keep doing this until I cover the whole sheet of tissue paper with my name. But yeah, we're gonna finish doing this, and I'm going to show you guys the end result. I also do this on pink tissue paper. I find that it looks better to me on pink tissue paper. I can only do 1 tissue paper at a time. It doesn't bleed through perfectly to the second one. So I do have to do 1 at a time, but it does still bleed through a little bit. So you wanna make sure that you have something underneath where you're stamping so that it doesn't just get on whatever surface. Like my table, I don't want it on my white table. So I put this little cutting mat down. So now I'm just going to show you guys basically what the end result looks like. So this is what your finished product should look like. I really like the way this turned out. I put this on the pink paper. I did a pink paper one, as you guys can see. And I just stamp it all over. You could do as many stamps as you want, as little stamps as you want. It's up to you. It's your tissue paper, your brand. But yeah, this is how I like to do mine. And yeah. Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you the second way on how to make your own custom tissue paper. So this way I find is a little bit more tedious. I feel like the way that I just showed you is a little bit better. I like this one more because you can do it on a full sheet of tissue paper. But the second way is using your printer, a regular old printer like the ones that you just have at home. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to design what you want your tissue paper to look like. I use Canva. I talk about Canva so much on my channel, but I really love the app. It's super user-friendly. This is what I came up with my design. When you go to Canva, in the search bar, put in letter and then click on blank. And letter is the perfect size because letter is the size of a regular sheet of paper, and that's what you're going to be inserting into your printer. So once you're on your blank thing, like I said, you can design it to however you want. What you're going to need to print out your custom tissue paper using your regular printer is you're going to need a regular sheet of copy paper, just regular printer paper, tissue paper, and a glue stick. And that's it. And now I'm going to show you how to do it. All right, guys, so we're back over at the table. So I have my tissue paper here, my copy sheet of paper, and a glue stick. What you're gonna do first, I'm going to actually trim my tissue paper a little bit so that it fits better around the copy sheet of paper, but I still leave a little gap of tissue paper out. So I'm just gonna show you guys what I mean by that, because it may sound a little confusing. I'm not good with words, but you guys can see what I'm doing. I cut the tissue paper so that I still have like a slight border around the copy paper. So now that I have that border and it's cut out, I'm gonna take my glue stick and glue the edge of the copy paper. Fold down the edge of that tissue paper. Just like this. I'm going to do this around the whole thing. Now you have your tissue paper on top of the copy paper, just like this. And now we're gonna go over to our printer and insert this into the printer. All right, guys, so we're over at my computer. I just uploaded the design that I showed you guys already made, and I'm just going to print this out. I inserted already the paper that we just made over there at the table. So this is already in the printer, and now we're just gonna print this like you would any other thing. So let's just print. All right, guys, so I just printed out the little sheets of paper, tissue paper, and it looks really good if you guys can see. So now what you're gonna do is you can either slowly and gently lift up the sides of the tissue paper, or just for the sake of this video, because I don't want this to take too long, I'm just kind of gonna rip it, but you guys get the idea of what I'm trying to do. I suggest if you don't want to like cut or trim the paper at all, then you can only leave a very thin layer of glue, just enough for it to stick. For me, I don't really care because I'm probably not going to use this piece of tissue paper. So now I ripped off the whole piece of copy paper, and now we just have the tissue paper. And this is how you can make your own custom ones. Like I said, I just ripped it off, so that's why it's all patchy on the sides. You can just easily trim this off, cut this off, or just rip it off nicely, or slowly lift. But for the sake of the video, I didn't want to be here all day, so I just ripped mine off. But it looks really good. It came out really nicely. Now, I want to talk about the pros and the cons of both. Now, I feel like the first method to making your own tissue paper is the best way. Is it a little time consuming? Yes, but I have time, so I'm perfectly fine with doing the first way. It's way cheaper because this adds up. Ink, you may think, oh, it's free because I just put it in my printer, but ink adds up. I have to pay for my own ink. It's like $30 or something like this, like $25 just for one ink cartridge, and then you have to buy like the black ink, and then you have to buy the color ink, so that's like $45 right there on some ink, when you could just get this little ink pad, and these are like $2, $3, and just stamp it yourself. And these take so long to run out of, so you're gonna have this for a very long time. You only have to pay really like a one-time fee of like $25 for your one custom stamp. And I know a lot of places have cheaper stamps. If you want like the automatic ones, are probably way easier because you don't have to like dip into the ink. I saw those are like $12. You can get them at like office Office Depot, is that the name? Or Staples. They sell them there. You can get your own custom stamps. Ooh, my voice. Also, a con with using the copy paper type of way, printer way, is that it can only be this big, the size of a sheet of copy paper, versus if you were to use a stamp, you can have the biggest sheet of paper and cover it, and it's way more work. It costs more and is way more work. You gotta like glue the edges, trim the tissue paper, because what tissue paper you buy is like this small. Most tissue paper is like pretty large, so you have to trim the tissue paper, glue it down, put it in the printer, print it, rip it off. It's just too many steps, but it's up to you guys. Those are the two methods of how to make your own tissue paper. Do whichever one you feel is best, but like I said, the ink one, the stamp one, I feel is better. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe so you get notified every time that I post. I'm going to be posting more often now and more videos like this, tips and tricks and hacks for your business. I hope you guys enjoyed, like I said, and happy Black History Month also. That's exciting. I hope you guys all have an awesome month and great things come to you this year. Bye, guys.